Hi, I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. As a fan of our local ECHL hockey team, the Rapid City Rush, I was sorry to learn recently that the team's new owners had uncovered evidence of some $500,000 worth of embezzlement over the past several years. Other embezzlement arrests or convictions in our area just in 2019 have included a priest, an accountant for a nonprofit, a former chief of a volunteer fire department, and a former secretary of a tribal office. The amounts stolen in these cases ranged from $9,100 to over $250,000. Few things really strike more fear and disbelief into the heart of an employer than learning a trusted employee has embezzled thousands of dollars. Employers that have gone through this tell me their feelings range from disbelief, violation, anger, both at the employee and themselves, sadness, and fear over the loss of capital and ensuing financial problems the embezzlement causes. According to the 2018 Hiscox embezzlement study, most instances of embezzlement are serious long-term crimes. They say that the average case lasted over 2 years and that the average loss was over $357,000. The vast majority of cases involved more than one person, and nearly a third of employee theft cases persisted for more than 5 years. They said that the average loss for cases that continued for 5 years or more was $2.2 million. And for cases lasting 10 years or more, it was $5.4 million. According to the study, there's no typical embezzler. However, it did find the median age of embezzlers is 48. That slightly more women than men commit this type of crime. And not surprisingly, that the embezzlers' most common job functions are in finance or accounting. Embezzlers may target organizations of all sizes and all types. 4 of the 5 local cases that I just cited were non-profits. Large organizations experience fewer instances of embezzlement than small and mid-sized organizations. According to the study, financial services continues to account for the highest number of cases of employee theft of any industry examined. I kind of find that a little bit ironic. Many business owners, executive directors, and board members of nonprofits will blame themselves for allowing theft to happen under their watch. But in all fairness, the warning signs are often pretty subtle. Hiscox has identified 5 common characteristics to look out for. The first is intelligence and curiosity. Embezzlers are often eager to know how everything in the office works, and once they learn the processes, they manipulate them for their own gain. Next is extravagance. You want to watch for employees who are living a lifestyle that's way out of proportion to their salary. Egotistical risk-taking. Embezzlers, we find, often break rules, from traffic laws to company policies to social norms, both at their work and in their personal lives. Diligence and ambition. Embezzlers may work long hours or refuse to take time off, obviously not out of dedication to the job, but in an attempt to avoid being caught. And finally, disgruntlement. Employees who feel they are being treated unfairly may be tempted to get even by stealing. In my experience, most people are honest and they're trustworthy. But there are some whose past trauma contributes to a pattern of poor financial decisions and behaviors. Embezzlement, which to some degree can be a crime of opportunity, might even seem to be a way to avoid the consequences of previous poor money choices. The study noted that more than half of the organizations recovered less than a third of what was taken. It also pointed out that embezzlement costs companies far more than money. Business partners may be lost. The damage to an organization's reputation results in lost customers or donors, and then the difficulty of trying to attract new ones with this stigma. It can take absolutely years to recover. Yet 3/4 of respondents said their current employers didn't have insurance to cover embezzlement losses. Embezzlement, it's a serious crime, and it has serious consequences. In the next video, we will look at ways that employers can protect themselves. Thanks for joining me.